Yo, what's up guys? For this video, I'm doing another base building tutorial, but this time I got a few comments saying that you guys would want to see more bases like solo style, more like maybe Hjune or Aloneintokyo, something like that. So I did a little bit of research, and this is a base that I just came up with now. I really like it. I think it looks cool. Um, you could see the resources needed right on the right there. It's 7,000 wood, 30,000 stone, and 6,000 metal frags, and 315 high qual. This could be a solo or duo base, but it's based off of H-June's kind of space and Aloneintokyo as well. So if you don't like that sort of style, then I wouldn't recommend watching this and just go somewhere else. But I'm going to get right into a quick tutorial of the completed base, and then we'll head over and rebuild the whole thing quickly. So to start off, this is what it looks like from the outside. There's 4 separate gates. You come in and they look like this. There's 4 turrets in the compound, and you could sheet metal those foundations if you'd like, obviously. These are the peaks to get up here, so I can come up like this and shoot like this and like this. It only requires 4 stone walls. And then this is the front door. So if we come in here, you have a ladder hatch like this. You could do a furnace instead if you'd like. This is a window, electric furnaces, battery vending machine, more furnaces, tier 3 and loot, main loot. We'll come up here into the next floor. So this is where you get peaks. So there's an extra little loot room right there. You could come up here. This is optional. I'm going to show you guys quickly in case you're worried about storage, because I know there's going to be a comment saying that there's not enough boxes. You could fit boxes up here like this. You just need to do this. I recommend placing the small box first. So you could do something like this as storage, but I didn't do that. And then this section is based off of Aloneintokyo's base, where he has this thing where he sort of runs around and is able to shoot down low. That's why I don't like this thing here, but if you want to, you can. So I could peek everything pretty much like this. You could shoot low down. You can watch all of the entrances as well. Here's a bedroom, 2 lockers, and then you can there's another peaks. If you jump up on this little thing, you can shoot through here at a raid base maybe. And then there's these 2 more peaks here, and you can jump on these siren lights, which is something that Aloneintokyo does a lot, and you can use these as peaks as well. But if you don't like that, that's not something you have to do. And then that is pretty much the entirety of the base. There's nothing up here. This is just an attic. You could add a wall here, make it more honeycombed, and sheet metal all this, but that's the base. So let's quickly remove this resources needed, and I will rebuild the whole thing. So we'll come over here, and to start, we're gonna build a 1x2, and we're going to armor these 5 foundations. Add your walls, and if you'd like to place armored doors, like say you get them from a rig or a lock crate, Ellie, Bradley, that's something you can do as well, but I'm not going to incorporate any armored doors. And keep in mind that Aloneintokyo plays on a not a vanilla server. So I'm trying to make bases for vanilla servers. Not like however many things he plays on. I don't know what X he plays on, but I don't think he plays on vanilla. If I'm wrong, let me know, but I'm pretty sure it's not vanilla. And then to place these boxes, all you have to do here, come place this one like that all the way back. And then you should be able to place one all the way up against the wall here. And then if you fit this one properly, you can get one like that. And you can reach the back box. I'll prove it. I'll put a door in the back box and then ammo in the front. Not easy, or not hard to reach. And then you could just do the 2 boxes like I normally do up here. And then you add garage door. We'll go to sheet metal doors. And then for the tier 3 and some small boxes, you can place a tier 3 almost all the way up against this wall. You should be able to get a small box in there, and then one under. And then in terms of sleeping bags, we can grab those quickly. If you place a campfire first, so I'll grab that all the way up against this corner, should be able to get 2 bags. Just like that. And that'll be your core. Head on out of here. Oops. And then for this section, under here, you can, and when you're starting out building this base, you can not build this and just put like a normal furnace and have that like furnace jump ups, but this is the completed base, so eventually you'd want to add a half wall like this and then add furnaces. And make sure they're not too close together because you want to be able to make it auto sorting and stuff. You should be able to get that in. You rotate them right. Doesn't really matter. There shouldn't be stuff actually inside them if they're auto sorting. And then you can grab a garage door, place one like that. Then we'll come over to the opposite side and add 3 foundations. And we can honeycomb the side ones. Just like that. And we could place them on these edges here as well. Just like that. And just like that. And these are going to be sheet metaled. We are going to sheet metal our front door. And these foundations as well here. So we have this. And then you can add a frame here. A window on top for the front door. And 2 frames leading in. And add a wall like that. Just like this. And then this will be your next jump up to the top floor right here. This side will be where your vending machine was. A little sheet metal. So you go like this, grab a vending machine. Just like that. And then this section, as I had it in the other bases, where you'll keep your large battery. So look up battery. Put that there, and then when you log off, you can add a what is it called? Reinforce, or it's called glass something, right? Yeah, you're gonna want a lot of these, just like that, to keep protected. Add your ceilings, glass here as well, and then you're gonna want this little frame thing, and then I would highly recommend placing a ladder hatch here. I just think it's a cool little addition. You don't have to, but the way I'm going to do this is have this like that, and then if you grab your triangle and you have it facing like this, this should act as an airlock, if I'm correct. Yeah. It's technically an airlock. So you have that, which is cool. You can place garage doors here and here. Add the walls to this section over here. Which is all going to be sheet metaled. Place that like that. A frame here with a garage door. This ceiling as well. You can armor these if you'd like. Like to do that. You can do that, and then frames like that. Grab your boxes there. This will be the secondary loot room. Here and here. And obviously, you could go ahead and add some extra boxes if you'd like, in case you're worried about storage. You could add a box under there, but I'm going to do, where are they? Electric furnaces again, because I like to have 6 in my base. But if you don't care for that, don't worry about it too much. And these walls are going to be sheet metal that. I think the only thing I didn't do is add a frame here and here, which are garage doors, and then a frame here obviously as well. And you have this. And then moving on to the next section of the base is where it gets a little complicated, obviously, because you have these like sort of weird half walls. So the way you want to think about this is basically what you want to do is you want 2 windows on the jump up. So just start with that for now. And then you can throw around. I place windows all the way around. Basically, you want to be standing on the upper half of the windows. So like this. This is where the floor should be. So all you have to do is basically add a pancake layer or a half wall honeycomb to the entire next floor of the base. This will help in a ton with being top down as well. Except this half wall, you can leave that open for now. So this is what it sort of should look like right now. This is extremely optional. If you'd like to add locked boxes, you can leave this open. So I'll show you what I mean. And the reason I say locked is because, keep in mind, I recommend keeping prim gear at max in these boxes because you could throw your frame on like this. These boxes can be broken easily and almost definitely looted. But if you'd like to keep some like garbage gear, you can do that in both of these sides. But you have to keep them code locked because people will just be able to reach in and grab them. You could sort of do that. This one, on the other hand, is a loot room that I actually think you should incorporate no matter what. Where you go 2 big boxes, and then you come here with small boxes. As such. And then you can grab a frame. And then a ceiling like that. And then another frame here. So this is a garage door there. And then the square ladder hatch. Just like this. So you come down. And out. Keep these sheet metaled. And you can come up again. And then from here we go frame and frame, like wall and wall. And to do this bedroom, it's quite easy. It's nothing too difficult. All you want to do is grab, where is it? Another locker, which I can't find because I'm stupid. Beautiful. Then place the lockers first. One all the way up against this wall, and then turn all the way around and place another one all the way here. And then you should be able to make sure the head of the bed is away from you. Just like that. And then you can place your garage door and your ceilings. Just like this. And then from here, you can start doing the roofing and such like that. So basically, you can add 2 garage doors here, like this. The way the roofs work is for this section of the base where you have your actual shooting floors and you can throw your embrasures on. You're going to place 3 triangle roofs inside towards you, like that, on both sides of the base. So you end up having something like this. This garage door is a little bit in the way, and that might be because you need to place, yeah. So I ran into this issue in another section as well, and I wasn't sure if it would happen here, but it did. These roofs need to be placed before you place your garage door. And or the frame, most likely. I'm assuming that's the issue. Yeah, that is indeed the issue. So keep in mind when you're building this base that roofs, especially the stone ones, I'm not sure if this issue happens with Adobe. Let me know if you can figure that out. But these roofs, so let me go back a step so you understand what I'm saying, in case you're a little confused. Basically, placing a roof here, placing the frame here first blocks this triangle roof, or it doesn't block the triangle roof from being placed. Either way, in case you do run into an issue, basically, when you're building this floor, place your roofs on your windows first, just before you do anything else. That's the most important thing. And then you can go ahead and add your frames, and then add your doors. Because you'll run into this issue where it could be blocked. So just make sure you do that. It's going to be important later on. I highly recommend it. Next, all you have to do is come here. You can add some half walls, and then place a ceiling above here so you can't jump right through the garage door. And these should have vertical or horizontal embrasures on them as well, sorry. Just like this. And if you'd like, you You can add like a small box up there, but don't place anything there yet. And if we come onto this side as well, I think you do run into the same issue here at some point. So I will find out right now. But this section you do 2 low walls and a ceiling. And you can sheet metal these. Just like this. And then the embrasures go here as well, obviously. Like this. You could sheet metal those because we don't want that to be like picked out or anything. And if you'd like, sheet metal this side as well. So from here, you have this completed. Pretty much all you have to do is place a wall and then grab the normal roofs. Place 2 normal roofs, and then you should be able to place walls that automatically like sort of fit in like that. You can rotate them the right way. And they'll like automatically take the right shape. So they'll look like that. And that should complete pretty much the inside of the base. You can add like a small box or 2 up here for extra storage in case you're worried about that. Like this. Yeah. And then, oh yeah, as well, the siren lights, place them just above the windows on both sides. You should have no problem crouch jumping like this. There you go. That's the windows. You could sheet metal these if you'd like. If you want the whole outside to be sheet metal. You can see that's about the resource cost right now. Nothing too crazy. And then in terms of the gates, which we'll run through really quickly, all you want to do is, starting from the front door, go out 2 squares. Starting from the sides where there's triangles, you can wrap around and then delete these 2 triangles before. And then add a square. And then again on the opposite side of the front door, 2 squares, and then repeat the other triangle step. Just like this. And then you can add 2 foundations, 2 triangle foundations on each side. And then it's 2 half walls on each side on the 2 triangle foundations for the gates. And then a door frame. Double door frame, sorry. And then you have the windows like this. So we can repeat that. It's a door frame and then the windows go like this. A door frame and then the windows go like this. Door frame and then the windows go like this. And then you can add another door frame. And then windows on each side of that door frame and add a ceiling. So windows on each side and then add a ceiling. Windows on each side. Like this. And then we're going to grab vertical embrasures and you can place these on all of your windows. Just like this. And then on each of these triangle sections to actually get up to the peaks, you add a triangle roof on each side, which will also block people from going in through these windows and then make them a shooting section as well. And then in terms of walls, as I mentioned earlier, you only need 4. 1 there. 1 there. These are extremely easy to place, by the way, which is really nice in case you're bad at placing walls. And then all you have to do now is just grab triangle roofs and place them inward on each section. Like that. Boom. And then, I mean, if you wanted some extra storage or you wanted these peaks to be further down, you could go ahead and do this and add a box. But you could throw boxes. Obviously, you'd just, for example, if you wanted large furnaces or like oil refineries, you could just do this. Like whatever, it's not really anything crazy. These do fit, by the way. But that'll make some issues for your turrets. Anyways, moving on to the turrets, I would recommend grabbing these these are extremely cheap, by the way, chain link fences and fence gates. You want to do a triangle on the left and the right of your front door. And then come around on the opposite side and repeat that exact thing on the armored section. And then add 2 frames on each of these triangles. Make sure you add a ceiling as well, by the way, because you don't want people to jump in. And then you can add these fence gate doors on the back side and then the fences on the front. Repeat that same step. And then all that's left to do is get some turrets. And you could throw them on the inside of these. Throw some pythons, bolty, semi, whatever kind of gun you'd like. If you want to sheet metal the floor, you can also do that. Boom. Boom. And then in terms of outer TCs, that's an option that you could do. There are no externals. You could like just run out here and place one like around your base, but that's an option as well. And then pretty much just throw some double doors on. Like that. And then do this on each side, which is a little small box. Here we go. And then that is basically the entirety of the base completed. The only thing left that I need to do, and this is just depending on like what you like, how you like the look of your base, you could come up here and well, I guess that, yeah, this is what I mean. It's gonna bring these walls out and make it all like disgusting and weird. Which I'm not really that big of a fan of. You could half wall this. It still becomes like it brings the walls out in a weird way, which I really don't like. No matter what you do, and what I'm trying to show you is how you could build a windmill for this base, which I guess you could do something like this probably. You just need some more stability. I don't know if you can actually place windmills like this. I mean, yeah, that's an option as well you could do, but what I recommend, besides messing around with that and being stupid, is coming over to the gates, and you could just place frames and go up like this. And then depending on how high you'd like to go, you could just, I'll just go up, I'm not going to go like 1,000 blocks in the sky. But you could do that and have your windmills, depending on how many you need. If you need 4 windmills for 1 battery, that would surprise me. Or if you'd like to fit another battery somewhere else, you can, but that should be good. 1 windmill there. Come over here, keep that same thing. 1 windmill here. And then in terms of getting up, you could just throw the, what is it called? It's not rope, it's, like, is it rope? Oh, I don't remember the name. Netting. Netting, that's what it is. Yeah, go ahead and do that. There you go. That's the base. Oh, last thing is the TC cost. I didn't show that before. Let me check that quickly. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a joke, honestly. 60 high cool, 2,500 metal. That's like 1 farm run. Not even. That's like half a farm run to get that. It's completely light. Yeah, other than that, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any suggestions, or like, this style of base is what you want to see, let me know, and I'll keep building stuff. I have a lot of ideas for bases like this in the future that I think would be really, really cool. And other than that, I got some suggestions to try and play in bases like these, maybe do some solo videos and whatnot. So I have a bunch of stuff planned and a bunch of stuff coming in the near future. So keep an eye out for that. And other than that, I will see you guys in the next one.